I've been staying up so late watching Dexter. It's crazy.
I was gonna say the fights didn't go that late.
Sevy's taking the morning dump. How about next week's fights are going to be insane.
Mm,
I
yeah.
can't wait. Oh, I wonder if my wife can bring me my wrist straps. Can you bring me my wrist straps? Hey, what are they called? No, not wrist straps. Sweatbands. Sweatbands. Hey, how is Rogue working this year? If they're 8 hours ahead, how like if the event's at like does that mean if it starts at like 9 a.m. their time and they're 8 hours ahead, it starts at 5 p.m. for us?
Fuck, I hope not.
I think it's got to be, right?
Yeah, you're probably right though.
You know what Katie's going to get a good perspective on this year is how much better viewership is or worse it is in Europe. Here's a trippy thing. There's a couple trippy things in the space. I'd be really curious to know Andrew's thoughts on this. Craig Ritchie gets so many views, right? But he's out of Europe. I wonder if the majority of his views are coming from Europe. And whenever they do live events in Europe, they always get, it seems like they always get more participants.
Oh, like viewers or like people show up?
People in attendance. But that being said, I think their semifinals gets less views on the internet. Maybe they don't have, do they have internet in Europe?
I don't know.
Do they have electricity? I just don't, I haven't made any sense of the, of where the fans like gather or aggregate or how they do it or why they do it. But man, when they have like their French Throwdown and shit like that sold out, right? Or Torian Pro is just a fucking party, right?
Torian's Australian, I think.
Right. Sorry. It's just anywhere out of here does better than here, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think Rogue sold out. I think Rogue, the Rogue event sold out, except for, you know what I mean, some nosebleed seats, like that.
Yeah, that's not surprising. Rogue is always going to be pretty big deal, right?
But not in the United States. In the United States, it's just another regular fucking comp that no one goes to.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like yesterday was the Texas Georgia game in Austin, and then right next door, probably 30 minutes away on the other side of Austin, was the Formula One race. Both of them sold out. You have two massive events going on in the same city, and both of them sell out. But you can't get Rogue in a similar city by itself, and it doesn't sell out in the United States.
Yeah, and you take it to some fucking island out in the middle of the fucking Atlantic, and it sells out.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's a trip. Well, I can't. I'm starting to get a little excited for Rogue. You know why I'm excited for Rogue?
Why?
Because Gabby came on the show yesterday. Isn't that trip? I had no interest in Rogue, really. I have no interest in competitions, really. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh shit, Gabby. Like, I just got like a sneak peek, a close look at Gabby on the show, and I was like, okay, I want to see that fucking Ferrari go.
The thread opens up, and then you just start being interested in it because of the.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I started following her right away. I invited her on the show.
I've been a long time follower, so you're a little behind.
Hey, do you think this is a mischaracterization? And I will openly admit that 50% of this is just in my head. But the first time we had her on the show, I think Brian maybe was even on the show, and it was a really great interview. And she seemed like this just fucking sweet young lady, who was learning English, and it was a great interview. And then I felt like as the Laura narrative kind of built between the Sevon podcast and Laura, Gabby kind of distanced herself. Like she got a little cold. The thing is interesting is Christoph's always been just a class act to me. Like always super cool, super nice, always available.
Yeah, remember when you tried to call Laura and then you just got to end up on the phone with Christoph set, and you guys just bullshit for like 20 minutes?
Yeah, he's always been great. I'm also wondering. I think we're on to something. I think that those I think they're sending cryptic messages back and forth on Instagram to each other. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Laura and
Well,
Gabby? Or you think we're making more of that than it is? I don't.
I think Gabby's doing her own thing and Laura's sending subtweets. I think she's sending cryptic messages.
Sorry, hold on 1 second. What'd you say? Oh, you couldn't find on my desk. There weren't any of the like big CEO ones or anything. Okay, all right, no big deal. She brought me 4 different sweatbands, but none of the CEO ones or Vindicate ones. Who knows where I left them? Maybe I left them in the car. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Will you just barely leave the door cracked a little bit? Man, it's cold outside today. Is it cold there already in Florida?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's probably like, yeah, it's 60. But
I can't believe people wear these to protect themselves from sweat. These make me so fucking hot. These make me sweat more.
Really?
Yeah. Don't do sweatbands make you sweat?
No, I usually like wearing them because, like, if I'm wearing like gymnastics grips or something,
Yeah.
then I don't like tear up my wrists.
Oh, interesting. Sevi, what happened to Dave? I was actually gonna I'll text Dave right now and ask him if he wants to come on the show. Or I'd like to have him on the show. Let me see. Dave.
This episode with Gabby was 3 years ago. It was the last time we like talked to her.
That was 3 years ago?
Yeah, I think it was the last time you talked to her.
It's interesting that I think that's the only time I've talked to her. That's what I used to look like.
Shit, I guess.
You should come back on that's when I was doing anal, when I was receiving anal.
Oh, and you were getting pegged?
Yeah, those were my pegging days.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna wear those glasses tomorrow. Hey, you should come back on the show. Please. Have Dave come on and just don't talk about game shit at all.
Yeah, talk about the fucking squirrel you guys basted and skinned and ate.
Oh shit, we never went over there and ate it.
What? Are you serious?
No, yeah.
Dude, that was like a year ago.
I know. That was just prior to the games.
Oh my god.
Sevi looked so happy then.
He probably cooked it by now.
Blade Walker, what's up, dude? No, he's not going to eat that thing without me.
You just go out and kill another one.
Jared Graybeal's throwing an event. It's called oh shit, this event isn't until January.
What the fuck?
I was texting with him yesterday and he said there's this event. It's called Battle of the Ages, January 17th and 18th. It's a cool venue. It looks like a high school gymnasium.
Let me guess. It's just going to be local goofballs competing at it.
Hey, get Bill Grunler and John Young to commentate it, and it'll be good. Battle of the Ages, January 17th and 18th.
If they can't get me to care about Masters, then I'm definitely not going to care about this.
Sponsorships, competitions, home, contact. I just want to know when and where it is. Oh shit! We started this competition at our affiliate CrossFit Canvas in 2021. We wanted to bring a fun annual competition to Treasure Valley. What state is that? Do you know?
Where? What did they say?
Treasure Valley. Here's the thing: there will be a lot of small competitions have a lot of really big buff guys that almost don't look like CrossFitters. They look like bodybuilders, and a ton of hot chicks. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, it's all the old guys that are just on TRT now.
It's a different athlete. 360 athletes from 83 different gyms in 18 different states. I think it's better people watching at local comps than big comps.
Here you go. Caldwell, Idaho.
Oh, there you go.
Said Caldwell, Idaho.
I'll remind you guys again, and people keep asking me about Greg's event in January. I would just keep sending back. Way too far away.
I don't even know what's going on next week, dude.
Yeah, exactly. 1 week. I have a 1 week window. Like I'm thinking like soon I'm going to text Katie and ask Katie if about Rogue. When is Rogue? That's in November?
Yeah. The end of November.
All right, yeah.
That's just the date. I can't remember.
Oh, Rogue just sent me an email. Let's see. World's most durable barbells. I think Rogue's the only spam I like getting.
November 8th. So it's in a couple weeks, actually.
I'm going to see. Do they have their schedule up for events? Rogue, Scott.
No, I just looked.
You looked on their website?
Yeah.
Rogue Invitational, November 8th to the 10th. Sign up for email notifications. I'm sure I get those. Highlights are Danny Spiegel, Scott Panchik, Tia Toomey, Pat Vellner, Laura Horvat, Adler, Magawa. How cool is it? She has that L in her name with the line through it. Do we even have that on our keyboard in the United States?
No.
Medeiros. Oh, Krennikov's out, right?
Probably.
Goodmanson, Brandon, Hopper, Lowen, Gerard. Is Gerard still CrossFitting?
Ricky Mack?
Yeah.
Oh, let me check.
Raptus, Olson, Gazan. Oh, Gazan looks like she's wearing pajamas in her photo.
I wouldn't be surprised if she was.
Pepper.
Yeah, he's still doing CrossFit stuff.
Is he injured or anything? He didn't go to the event in LA.
No, he didn't. 4 weeks ago, he posted that he was that he was in for Rogue, though.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
well, that gets me interested too. Maybe I'll start getting.
Oh, no, he did compete. It was another weird event.
Okay.
Nobody cared to watch.
Dyke Skyscrapers. Dyke Captures. Can't be stopped, won't be stopped. International sensation, homegrown legend. Giving the crowd what they want. Oh, and Anyola Kai was there too?
Yeah, I guess they partnered up.
The Be Friendly band. Me and my friend actually wrote the music for Rogue. Oh my God. Did you see the second video? Did you see Kippinger's real second Godfather video?
Yes.
Oh my God, dude.
I was nervous to open that.
It's 180 euros or pounds, whatever the L means, the backwards or the L with the seats are reserved and located. Let me see if I can buy. Let me see if the Legends VIP happy hour. Let me see what tickets look like for Rogue.
If you want a suite on the floor, it's like 3,300 pounds.
Well, let me just see if I just want to go with just a regular ticket package for 3 days. Oh, okay, so there are a few tickets left.
Signlight suite for 9 people, 3,000 pounds.
The cheapest ticket I could find is 218 pounds.
There's this one right here, 180 pounds.
Yeah, I clicked on it, and when you go in there, it's a little more expensive.
Oh.
It says like full price ticket or something.
Why is this one in dollars? Legends VIP happy hour.
Because they know no one in Europe can afford that.
Shit.
Oh my God. How many more days until the election? I can't wait till this thing's over. 15 more days. It's going to be nice when this is over. Okay.
Why, be less stressed or what?
It's just I'm just preoccupied with it. I want it to be off my brain. I thought this was pretty insightful. Here we go.
I went to the doctor and I said, "Doctor, my bottom hurts." He said, "Can you tell me exactly where it hurts?" I said, "Right around the entrance. It's really sore." And he said, "My advice is that for as long as you call that the entrance, it'll hurt." I went.
It's good, right?
Yeah, that laughter was annoying. It made me not want to laugh when I heard that.
If you think that the anus is an entrance, could lead to all sorts of problems. Okay, someone sent me this morning, and I need this explained to me. Oh, first let me do this. Let me go back to weightlifting. So look at this rack this guy is using. Look at this rack.
I was really hoping it was going to be a real rack.
Nope. It's a fake rack.
Okay.
Mike Sauer, 440-pound back squat. Oh, look at. So why not lower? I have a bunch of questions. Why not lower the rack instead of stand on that plate?
I wonder if it's a fixed rack.
Okay, let's assume it's not.
Okay, then yeah, he's stupid for not doing that.
Can everyone please hit the like button and subscribe? Be cool. Yeah, be cool, man. Thank you, Jethro. Sevi, Trump is just the other wing of the same bird. Americans have fallen for the illusion of choice. I know that's what there's 10,000 people screaming that, but they never explain what that means. So you're telling me chopping off the penis of little boys is the same as not chopping off the penis of little boys? You would have to explain it to me. I don't get it. Enlighten me. The whole thing is controlled by lizard people? Like what are you saying?
That's what I heard.
Tell me, explain it to me. That's what they say. They tried to, Patrick Bet-David tried to propose that to Trump, basically, like, hey, who's pulling all the strings? And Trump's response is like, hey, it's just an intersection of interests. There's no sentient being at the top of the food chain. It's just an amorphous blob. And that's always been my sort of take. Have you ever worked anywhere? Like when I worked at CrossFit, that's exactly the same thing. Like there's meetings that different people have, and there's different interests, and there's meetings you have after hours and meetings you have at bars and ideas you guys get together to push through certain things. And it's the same thing with the locker room. Yeah. There you go. That more of the same nonsense. Explanation: Trump is a Zionist. What is that? That's someone who is afraid to use the word kike, so they use the word Zionist. Why don't you just write out what you're saying? Explanation: Trump thinks that the 12 million remaining Jews on planet Earth should still have their own country, and they control both sides from the middle. Yeah, that's fine too. How is that? Oh, how is that? It's the same wing of the other bird. Like it still doesn't even make sense to me. Yeah, the Sevanista chat. This is also this is the Illuminati here in the CrossFit space. We just meet in person. Oh, Zionists are non-Jews. Zionists are not Jews. They're just people who want a Jewish state. Well, God, dude, I hope someone's in control. I hope you're right. I hope someone's in control, because my feeling is that no one's in control. Zionist is what the left uses to describe people that actually care about human life. I just want to know. Just help me out. Someone is in control. I don't know. Keeping it real. Zionists are people who support Zionism, an ethno-cultural nationalist movement that originated in Europe in the late 19th century. The goal of Zionism is to establish a Jewish homeland and state. Okay, well then I'm one of those too. I don't know if I'm one of those, but I wish them the best of luck. Why not? All those countries over there want to keep their people, like, if they're smart, they'll let the United States just run the giant cultural mixed experiment, and they'll just keep their shit pure, and we'll just pluck from them. We'll take 2 blacks, we'll take 2 Finnish people, we'll take 2 Ethiopians, we'll take 2 Iranians, we'll take 4 Swedish girls, and we'll just pluck you guys and bring you over.
4 of the Swedes for sure.
Yeah.
We'll put them on Noah's Ark and we'll fly off into Mars.
None of the dudes. Do European guys know that they're pussies?
No, I don't. I think they actually think they're cool.
Oh. All right.
They all wear fucking.
Do Russian guys know that they're hard?
Yeah.
They do know.
Yeah, they know.
And by the way, there's some exceptions to European guys being pussies. There's some other like Italians are their own kind of weird dude. Spanish dudes are their own kind of weird dude. I'm trying to think if there's any, probably Some of the Eastern Bloc countries just have like normal guys, some normal guys. But UK, Sweden, Switzerland, the UK, France. I mean, just generally speaking, 51% of your dudes are just pussies.
The Germans are definitely in the middle for sure. You have some that are like super fucking cool, and then you have some that are super fucking gay.
Yeah, they got a ton of pussies too. Ton of, like, just they're wearing their pants too high and floods, and they don't think like men.
No, they're
Jews are weird. Yeah, Jews are super weird.
All show go.
Jews are like the real Jews they're more like Amish that use electricity. You know what I mean? They're like a tribe. They're like a Native American tribe or something. Yeah, children. Storm Williams, 42,000 deaths in Gaza. 47% of the population there is children. Yeah. Yep. That's what happens when you go to war. 87% of the people there are believe that all Jews should be killed. If you want, let's keep doing percentages. 87% of the people there think that all Jews should be killed. Ask anyone. And another interesting thing, Storm, is not a single Arab country that houses 1.5 billion Arabs has accepted one Palestinian immigrant. Oh, yeah. Sorry. So are we going to watch the video? Good. Yeah, we are going to watch the video. So why is he standing on this? Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, Blade. One more. Avera. Trump is the ultimate solution to their problem, reaction, solution scheme. As always, they get people to beg for their solution.
Oh, why are you putting everything in brackets?
I don't know. Oh, because they're they. I guess that's like who they are. Anyway, God, I hope they got a good solution. Okay.
Fuck it. Solution.
He's standing on the plate. Zionist.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
But booster plate, I understand, but why not lower? Why not just lower the rack? You think maybe he's working out with someone? You think taller guy gets the?
No way. There's plenty of room to have more squat racks in that gym, just off of that space alone.
Those are fake plates. Anyway, okay. Look at so he has to step off that with 440.
Yeah, he's losing 2 inches on his spine just doing that.
It seems like that's a lot of work while you're trying to set a PR. I mean, that's a heavy back squat, right? 440. That's no joke.
Yeah, I've never squatted 440, so it's pretty heavy.
No one in the chat's ever squatted 440.
Except for this guy.
Yeah. Jedediah Nelson's strong like ox, smart like tractor.
Jedediah has never squatted 440.
425.
All right.
I know. I was really hoping. I'm waiting for all the people who squatted 500 to chime in. Oh, Troy Martin. 80% of Hamas rockets are launched from sites with children at them. Facts. Crazy.
He's right.
No, Graciano's never squatted 440. Come on. What are you talking about? Dude, I got a video of a girl, a 44-year-old girl, doing that workout from .com. I can't wait to show you guys. Okay, sorry, Blade. Okay, here we go. Damn, homie got depth. This is then he's got to step back up there, and then he's got to get it in those cups. You know what I mean? What are those called? C cups, or what are those things called?
J-cups, J-hooks. Yeah, that's pretty dumb. I also hate people. I hate that people squat on those racks. I know that's like an Olympic lifting thing. Like, when you're in a fucking Olympic weightlifting hall, you have those stupid racks. But I hate when people squat heavy on them.
I think Greg just ordered like 20 of those. He loves those too. I don't like those either.
Hell no.
I want a place that I can just fucking run forward.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I want a monster rogue rack that I can just lean my whole body weight forward on and just drop that shit onto the hooks.
I mean, this is like really low level Cirque du Soleil shit, but it's still a Cirque du Soleil shit. I mean, it's fucking crazy impressive, Mike. I mean, you are a beast.
Yeah, for sure. You're also a fucking lunatic.
God. And yeah. Anyway. Steps up, he's got to step up. He's got to dismount the plate. Then he's got to get back on the plate. And then he's got to shoot a 3-pointer. I mean, the last thing I want to do after I set a PR is have to set that thing in that little. You should get an extra 10 pounds added to your lift for that.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
Man. Law enforcement in San Bernardino County is gearing up for unrest. Oh, yeah, dude. The liberals will go crazy if Trump wins. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, when he wins. Sorry, when he wins. They are going to lose their shit. Let me see. Dave's texting me back. What's he doing up so early? Yeah, hey, when you hear, what do you think when you hear people say there are tunnels under LA and shit and all that stuff? Do you believe any of that even for a second? Like that there's like whole cities down there and like rape palaces and all the famous and rich people are under there.
Oh, no, I don't think famous and rich people are under there. I think fucking homeless people are under there.
Oh, yeah. Okay, me too.
I think yeah, I would believe that. Have you seen those videos on TikTok or Instagram where they're guys that just go explore abandoned places?
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called, but
yeah.
So some of the places they're just tunnels underneath like multi-million-dollar neighborhoods. You know what I mean?
Are they like sewage tunnels and stuff? That's how I always like the ones in LA and stuff. No,
like they're like, I don't know, tunnels that you could walk through. So I just imagine there's a lot of stuff out there that we've never even seen just because we don't know where the entrance is or whatever. Can't remember what it's called.
I know that all sorts of cities have tunnel people, like New York, Vegas, all that shit, just where the homeless just go for shelter. And okay, I need let me see if there's anything in here. There was Avera said something else. They're going to lose their shit. You say it as though it was not planned. What do you mean planned? Like they already have a date on the calendar and flyers made and like.
I think this is just Hiller's burner account.
Like, yeah, of course. I mean, like you mean they're not. I don't know what you mean by plan. It's like this. It's like when people are like, the FBI did 9/11, and I just want to be like, well, someone did it. You know what I mean? I mean, some like that. We all agree that someone did it, right?
Right.
And that it was organized. I guess you could say. I guess some people say. And then there's like, well, was it blown up with like little bombs on every floor, or was it a plane that hit it, or? I mean, someone brought the building fucking down. Like, I don't care what the story is. I just like to know what it is, what the truth is.
Right. Everybody says Bush did 9/11. And everybody says what is it? Jet fuel can't melt steel beams. That's another thing that people like to say a lot.
Yeah. And then there were a shitload of in the stock market, there a ton of money was made on shorting the stock of United Airlines. For me, that's the most convincing thing.
Yeah, that is pretty surprising.
Sevi, do you really believe this is all just random events unfolding in front of you? You mean like if explain to me what you mean by that. Like I'm walking in my backyard the other day and I see a lizard run in front of me, and then I look over at the apple tree and I see an apple fall off. Do I think it's random? I need you to. I don't know these words. No, I don't think it was random. Like, here, let me play this. I don't think this is random.
That's right, Storm. They're gonna turn the frogs gay, dude.
Let me play this for you. I don't think that this is Andrew Schultz. He just did an interview with Donald Trump. Listen to what he says here.
BAM.
This is the venue.
Brooklyn Academy of Music, which is a venue they've shot tons of specials in. And 3.5 hours after the interview, they canceled shows. So,
yeah, let's see if we can show the thing.
Read the exact email, because they're canceling my shows, but they're also begging Live Nation to not.
Look at their Caleb has really long hair.
Damn, must be nice, dude.
cancel future shows with them. Like they still want business, but they're like, just not this guy. Now, I don't know if it's a Trump interview, but the day before it came out, we were ready to go and we were going on sale this week. And 3.5 hours afterwards, we get this email.
Yeah.
First off, I want to thank you for thinking of BAM for Andrew Schultz's upcoming comedy show. We are always excited when promoters consider our space for their events.
No
After
problem.
some internal discussions with leadership, it was decided that BAM is not the right fit for this show at this time.
So do I think that that's random? Like some AI just randomly spit out I don't know what you mean by random. No, I think that that letter's accurate. I don't know what the reason is, but I think that they got together and decided his show's not the right show for their venue. And is it tied to him interviewing Donald Trump? I don't know that either.
You know, I can't stand these people, bro. They can't handle, like, I don't know if it's the other way around. Was it
planned? What do you mean planned? Help me out here. So you're saying that they're like, man, there's too many. Okay, let's talk about the border. You think how, like, Mayorkas leaving the border open and not doing anything about it, and Kamala leaving the border open and not doing anything about it. What do you think the plan is? Who made the plan? What do you think the plan is, and who made the plan? Do I think the scandemic was not planned? No, I think that was totally planned in the sense that I would need to know what you mean by plan, but I suspect from the patents I suspect that it was released on purpose. I think that they had tried it already like 10 different times with 10 different other diseases to try to scare people. L1H1 flu, swine flu, monkeypox. Like, I think that, like, tons of those things that they try to, but I think it's people trying to sell their shit. It's like you've seen those commercials for selling like gun cases for your house, and they show like kids trying to break into the gun case. Yeah, I think that's a planned strategy. They're like, hey, we're going to scare people and give them a stat that the second leading cause of kids dying is them shooting themselves. I don't know if that's true, with guns they find in their parents' house. And so you need a case, and look, at ours can't be broken into, like that kind of plan. A friend of mine who was an executive at Adobe said that the COVID was the perfect product launch. A total liberal too.
For a vaccine.
Yeah, for a vaccine. And here's, but do I think it was like? I just think that I think it's just people wanting out there to make money. I don't know what you mean by planned. Like, everything's planned. Did I plan to come on the show at 7 a.m.? Yeah. Did I plan to be late at 7:04 whenever I got here? No. Did I plan to have a dick pump as my title sponsor? No. Do I think January 6th was random? No. I don't. But how many people do you think are in on the plan? Like, Donald Trump asked for the National Guard to surround the Capitol building on January 4th and January 5th. I think he meant that. Anyway, Andrew Schultz got his shit pinched for do you remember even a year ago when the Nelk Boys did that interview with Donald Trump, they only left it up for a day and YouTube pulled it down.
Yeah, that was pretty insane.
Yeah. That was insane. He even told them, he's like, hey, they're going to pull it down.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job of getting rid of anything that is associated with him.
Okay.
I gotta stop reading their comments.
It's okay. It's fun. It's an easy morning show. Read away. I did all the math in my head. Okay. Why we'll never fight over guys? So these are three sisters or three friends. I don't get this. I don't get this at all. That's why I pulled this up. I need this explained to me.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, it's 3 girls, right?
Yep.
Okay, so one of them put scissors in the middle cup. Oh, I get it. I get it.
I was trying to do the addition in my head. One likes. Oh, one like. Oh, I get it. I get it.
Okay. Why we'll never fight over guys.
Yep. Yep.
Chick on the left likes white guys. The chick in the middle is the dyke, and the chick on the right likes black dude.
No, the chick in the middle is a psychopath.
You don't think the scissors means she likes to scissor? She likes girls?
Oh.
Isn't that what lesbians do? They scissor? Isn't that
That's a good point? Yeah, good point. I didn't even think of that.
Do you want to change your answer?
I still think.
See, Graciano can't do back squat 440 either. He can only do 405 by 25. Oh, good. Caleb's missing the point. That's awesome. That doesn't happen very often.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm retarded.
You think it's a conspiracy that lesbians like to scissor and scissors could cut off a penis?
That's not random, dude. That was a plan.
How much? I think whatever Avera's trying to explain to me, I think Hiller's tried to explain to me too. I don't understand why I can't get it. I can't. Maybe I get it, and that's why I don't get it. How big does your show have to get before? Like, I know I haven't made it because no one's accused me of working for the man. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Does anyone ever accuse Rogan of being a FBI plant?
Probably.
Blade Walker, my best ever is 545. You can eat that for a 10-piece. Oh, do you think the 2020 election was random?
We just start pointing at things and saying, "Was that random? Was that random?
No,
was it random? Was it random that this guy just took off his shirt, said math is fun?"
So
outside my window.
I'm trying to understand what you're saying. So the election's always on the first Tuesday of every November, right? Is that how that works, or is that how Thanksgiving works? Anyway, we know the election's every 4 years in November, so that part's planned.
Yep.
And we definitely, I mean, there's fucking thousands of videos out there that show people what appears to be ballot stuffing. And we all saw this thing. I never talk about this on the show, but the last election, we saw swings of like 2,000 votes, like in the middle, 200,000 votes in the middle of the night in certain areas. It was fucking bizarre.
No, they're just counting their votes.
So are you like that? There's people cheating out there? Yeah, there's people who want their candidate to win so bad that they're willing to cheat. Is that I'm convinced of that. And there's some people who don't care, and you could just pay them. Like I don't think like when you see like in Atlanta the fat black lady putting fucking 30 ballots into a box. Like I don't think like she's part of the conspiracy. I think someone just paid her to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
So was that planned? Yeah, I don't think it was like. I don't know how far out it was planned.
She's an NPC.
But someone gave her money, and she's like, "Yeah, what do you want me to do?"
Stuff ballots, bitch.
I saw this crazy video of I was gonna crack a joke. I was gonna make fun of a games athlete, a CrossFit athlete, but instead of making fun of them, tell me which CrossFit athlete does this look like if he stops doing CrossFit?
Oh God. Okay.
Or she. Okay, here we go. Who is that? Anyone? As soon as I saw it, I just thought, oh my God, that's so and so. Josh Bridges. Wasn't my guess.
No.
Not Graciano. When I was a kid, I was so scared of we had a lawnmower just like that I had to use every week, and I had to start it like that. And I was so, there it is. Scott Tetlow.
Wow, really?
Yeah, that's Tetlow if he quit doing it. I was so scared of the underside of the mower. Did you ever mow lawns?
Yeah, all the time.
Were you scared of the underside of the mower?
Yeah, unreasonably. Yeah, I was.
Yeah, and when it was running, like I wanted so bad to like look under it and watch the blade spin, but I was terrified of that fucking thing.
Yeah, I thought it would like shoot out at me or something. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I thought the blades I thought the blades like extended further out or something.
Yeah, lift it up and it might spin off and chop your head off.
Right.
I was terrified of the mower, and for some reason I was always scared like my foot could somehow go underneath it.
Oh yeah. I don't know why I thought that.
Have you watched Dexter?
Yeah, I'm actually started it again recently. I watched it like when I was in college.
I just finished season 2. Thank God.
You didn't like season 2?
I did. It's just so stressful. That fucking bitch. You know what's cool about season 2 is there's a chick in there who's just smoking hot with a great set of like A titties, who just gets railed in every episode. And so you get
the Narcotics Anonymous chick.
Yeah, Lila.
Yeah. She's hot.
But man, she stressed me out. Fuck, she stressed me out so much.
She's like the psycho side piece, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no. Sevon, did you ever put the chain back on your bike and accidentally run your finger through the sprocket? No.
Fuck, that would hurt so bad.
God. I do. I feel like once a week, though, I have to put a chain back on one of my kids' bikes. And I really don't like doing it because I just hate the grease on my hands. I despise it.
Yeah, that is annoying.
I should have to come back in another lifetime doing something that loves a lot of grease, that there's a lot of grease in, so I just have to overcome that.
Like working at a bike shop or something?
Yeah, or even worse, like an oil rig.
Oh, yeah. At least you'd be rich.
Tetlow, do not stop doing CrossFit. It gets weird for you. Wear gloves. Jesus, dude. I have to go back in. When the kids are riding bikes outside, and then I have to walk back into the garage and get gloves. Then the gloves would be greasy.
Yeah, that's a pain in the ass. I'm not doing that shit.
Grease equals manly. That's something I'm not. When I was a kid, I loved Dirty Harry. Did you watch all the Dirty Harry movies?
No. Is that the guy is that Clint Eastwood? Is that his character?
Yeah.
He's like a Western fucking.
No, he's a cop in San Francisco.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I definitely don't know it then.
Oh man, these were so good. That's where the famous line comes from. Do you feel lucky, punk?
Oh yeah. I know that line.
Did I shoot 5 shots or 6? Yeah, 357 Magnum. Yeah. Okay, but sorry. Back to conspiracy. Sorry, Sevi. Thank you. By the way, thank you for being patient with me. My point is that you have not connected the dots. 9/11, scandemic, border election, ESG, DEI, J6 are not random or independent events. I mean, I can see that. I see what you're saying. Let me ask you this. Because sure. So there's you're saying that like Nestle makes 7 different candy bars and they're all connected. They found a way to make money and live a good life by controlling the candy bar market and making different candy bars with like, they may even all taste the same for all we know, but they just put them in different wrappers and the joke's on us. I get that. And so you're saying is that there's one person who who you're saying that there's a group of people somewhere that control the world, and they do it through like catastrophic events. Do they control the Super Bowl too in sports? So you're saying they did 9/11 and the scandemic and probably and the border and the election, and these are all things that do things that help them generate revenue? Is that what you're saying? It helps them generate revenue? So that there's a group of people who found their niche in generating revenue through scare tactics?
I don't know what the alternative motive would be.
I could get that. I mean, shit, maybe that's even thinking too small. Maybe that doesn't even matter because they can just print their own money or move money around any way they want anyway. But power and control.
What does that do for them?
You mean like power and control, like the way, like I built a fence around my property. I guess that's so I could consolidate my power and my control.
I guess.
Anyway, let's keep. And so what's the? Yeah, I need a little bit more. I just need a little bit more. Okay, here we go. Dirty Harry. I watched all these. These are great. He's Officer Callahan.
Good name.
Yeah.
Well, Officer Moore, maybe you'll tell us all here about your most important felony arrest.
I've never made a felony arrest.
Well, maybe you'll tell us about your best misdemeanor arrest then.
So he's a cop in San Francisco, and they've just asked, they've told him that he has to take on a new partner, and it's this chick. And he doesn't want her.
I've never made a misdemeanor arrest either.
Then what the hell gives you the right to become an inspector when there's men have been out there on the street for 10 or 15 years?
The woman's place is in the home. Is that what you're trying to say?
What do you think this is, some kind of encounter group? I want to know what Officer Moore is going to do when somebody points a gun at her and says, "Hit the deck, you son of a bitch."
You're just deliberately trying to fail this candidate, aren't you, Callahan?
Well, if she fails out there, she gets her ass blown off.
It's my ass. And my hard luck.
Except that out there, you're going to have a partner. And if you get blown away, he gets blown away with you. And that's a hell of a price to pay for being stylish. Well, Officer Moore, maybe you'll tell us all here about...
Okay. Sevi, what's that got to do with anything? Well, I'm about to show you. You know how I feel. You know how I feel about black people. I think the whole country I think the success of this country is like solely in their control. The more they fucking speak up, the white people are useless right now. I know I'm generalizing, but that's why I was so frustrated the other day when I saw black people wearing masks in line for the election. It's like, you don't have to fucking wear masks. What the fuck are you doing wearing masks? No one's saying shit to you. No one's going to tell you put on a mask. Anyway, listen to this. I love this guy. Here we go.
Shit's getting weird. Part Infinity.
The Brockton police officer who caused a late-night crash that injured a family is getting a promotion.
I might start a new series called On This Episode of... Huh?
Last month, we told you he received a short, unpaid suspension for the wreck, which happened after he left a bar.
Stanley David received a 3-day unpaid suspension last month for what the police chief described as poor judgment that damaged the reputation of the department. The crash, however, did not stop David from being promoted to lieutenant this week.
This guy fucking left a bar. He's a cop, crashed into a fucking family of 3, was suspended for 3 days, and then later gets a fucking promotion to lieutenant.
Wow.
No, it's not cops. It's not cops. Has nothing to do with cops. I know the comments think it's cops too. It's not cops. This has nothing to do with cops. This has to do with DEI.
Surveillance video shows David smashing into another vehicle after it stopped for a red light. Inside the other car were fiancés Damian Dorsey and Jessica Nash with their 5-month-old baby boy in the back seat. Video we obtained from an internal affairs investigation shows David had been at a nearby bar before causing the serious wreck. Fellow officers who responded to the scene told investigators they did not see signs David was intoxicated.
Wait, you didn't see signs?
He crashed into a fucking parked car.
Jesus, dude. Come on.
I'm watching the video, and I can tell he ain't right.
And none of them conducted a field sobriety test. Of course. David didn't respond to our previous request for comment about the crash, but at a city council meeting this week, he spoke briefly as he accepted his promotion.
Just want to say thank you. I've been on the job for about 26 years. Appreciate everything you guys have done here. And I just want to say thank you. And I have a couple more years to serve the city of Brockton. Thank you.
As we previously told,
scared, guilty, retarded white people promoting a guy just because he's black. Now, I don't care if I'm wrong. We're in a place where it's totally fair to make that assumption. That's where we are in society, and this is in fucking Massachusetts, dude. The fucking beacon of fucking DEI, fucking racism, fucking pedophilia. This is fucking ground zero of that shit.
Internal affairs investigators recommended no discipline for the crash, but Police Chief Brenda Perez said.
Police Chief Brenda Perez?
Oh, jeez.
Hey, when's the last time you've seen a white male as a police chief anywhere in the news ever? I can't think of
in
one.
The news.
Yeah, it's always a black woman, Mexican woman, black man, black woman. There aren't anymore. That job is not a white person's job anymore. So when Trump says they're coming for your jobs, he's talking about police chiefs.
Looks like my hometown's good.
Your hometown? What's your hometown? What do they still got a white dude?
Yep.
White dudes are sheriffs.
Poorly on David and cast a shadow over the integrity of the entire department.
If that was a shadow, then this is a spotlight. You look at this department because what the fuck?
A couple who first shared their scary.
Yeah, I hate it that cops are getting blamed for this. This is fucking just DEI. This is just libtard shit. This is just fat white woman shit.
So bad.
It's so fucking bad.
It's funny how in this
we have a white blonde girl. Yeah, that can slide. That'll work. That's a DEI too,
for sure.
It depends on the position. You were just having a conversation about how power corrupts. I don't remember that. And now you're not seeing how the problem is misappropriated power in law enforcement. How am I not seeing that?
They're saying that cops protect cops.
No, that's what they want you to think. That's what you're blind. That's what they want you to think. That's all just DEI shit. And hey, you know what? I don't have a problem with cops protecting cops. That's not cops protecting cops. That's DEI shit. Cops protecting cops is fucking not arresting the guy. He's been on the force 26 years. He was fucking drunk and you fucking hide it. Got it. I get it. I would fucking probably do the same thing for my friend. I got it. That's not the part I'm talking about. I'm talking about the part that he got a fucking promotion. You're fucking blind. Douche. They want you, Vera, get my back on this. They want you to think it's the cops. It's all planned. I guarantee you if that was a white cop, he wouldn't have got the promotion.
Yeah, pretty similar stuff happens in the military. Like if you get in trouble for, like you get a DUI and you're just some ding dong, you're going to get kicked out. But if you're higher up, they'll just promote you.
Savant worships the police to the point that he thinks it's okay to let them off for driving drunk. Not even close to what I'm saying.
Still not what you're saying.
Not even close to what I'm saying. Not even close. In Massachusetts, white cops get promoted too. I'm sure they get promoted too, as long as that they toe the line. And by the line, I mean the DEI line. I'm not talking about the blue line. Listen, those guys got to fucking stick together. They got to stick together more than fucking ever with the way fucking you assholes talk about them. You guys think that treating them like fucking human beings or seeing them as human is somehow chugging their cock. I did say I'd probably do that too. But that's not fucking cop worship. That's just fucking if I had a friend who'd been doing his job great for 26 years and he had fucking a mistake, I wouldn't want to see him fucking go down. No, I'm not saying I'm not saying I think someone is saying it's okay to drive drunk as long as you only run into park car.
Jesus.
Anyway, that's the thing, man. That DEI shit is just like what do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see oral rape or someone work out? I read an art. This girl was raped on a park bench in London, and she was skull fucked to death.
What?
Yeah, you're not. I know.
How hard that is.
Or do you want to hear the story about the .com workout? Which one would you like to hear first?
Yeah.
Can't do the time, don't do the crime. I agree. Hey, man, he sure as fuck did. Here's one thing. Here's one thing we agree on. He sure as fuck shouldn't have been promoted.
No. Definitely not.
He definitely shouldn't have been. Okay, .com workout. No skull fucking. Oh, rock hard. Sorry, Sean beat you to it. .com. Okay. We'll get to the oral sex by death thing here in a minute. So this is pretty crazy. So I was talking shit that no one could do this workout. Not even a dude could do it. Yesterday's main site workout: 21 deadlift, 315 pound, or 225 pound deadlift for 21, 15 hang cleans at 155, and 9 front squats at 95. And here, this beautiful female specimen. What's her name? The Abby Gagnon. Oh, that's a good segue for the next piece.
Jeez.
So she gets the 20. She's going to do it. It's fucking crazy. $44. Here's 44-year-old woman doing it. You don't look 44, but you sure as fuck look like a woman. Oh, I forgot to like my own post. Oh, 21 at 215 or 225.
Oh, Vera said, Sevi, got to go. Just to be clear, love your show and content. Hard to
Thank you, dude.
Explain things in less than 100 characters.
Keep working on me. Maybe I'll wake up. Okay. 155, dude. When I watch her do these, I was thinking about trying this after seeing her do it. I don't know what would happen to my fucking lower back if I tried to hang clean 155.
I think I might be able to do that at the women's weight. No, just kidding.
Do you have a place to try it?
Yeah. I could probably try it tomorrow.
Yeah, try it.
Okay.
She takes a good break here. She takes a solid break. I wonder what she did to warm up for that.
21 deadlifts at 225.
I wish she wasn't attractive. I wish it was like some big fat ugly girl who did it.
Like
somehow my manhood's insulted because I also find her attractive.
It's like Gabby McGowan coming in and just whooping on Taylor.
Yeah.
Threatened.
Very threatened. Sick.
1 hour.
I don't know, dude. I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. And she's not even like doing hang clean and jerk. She's just bouncing it off her quads.
Yeah,
that's what I would do too, but fuck, that's.
You think she'd get bruised after that?
I don't know. I don't get bruised when I do it. So she's
Jamie,
probably
Jamie, can you do that? Speaking of hot, strong chicks. And I was about to call her out on this because I thought it was 65 pounds. I was like, what the fuck? But she goes over and shows the weights when she's done.
Oh, that does look like a light bar.
Yeah, wait till you see how fast she moves it. She moves it like it's nothing.
Nuh-uh.
Dude, it's crazy.
I guess you get to the 9, you're like, okay.
Yeah, by now this must feel so light to her, right?
Yeah.
The first 5 are probably so easy.
Damn, what did she do it in? Like 5 minutes? Less than 5 minutes? Damn, dude.
I don't think I can do. I don't think I can. I can also take a 5-minute guess. Oh, yes, she says yes, probably. Wow. And Jamie's tiny.
Yeah, she is pretty small. Is that a Guns N' Roses shirt? Sick.
You know what? I spent so much time. I paused I paused it everywhere too to really take a good look at her weights.
You examined it more than we examined Kill Taylor workouts?
Yeah, totally. 245. I guess that's a women's bar she's using because she got the 10s on there too. Then she got a 45 over there, and then she got 15s on the side on each side here. You see the 15, 1, 5. Yep. And then she cruises over here, and she's. I mean, I don't know what this is.
25.
Oh yeah, shit. So 25 on a 35-pound bar plus these little 5s.
Yeah.
10s, yeah.
No clips. Doesn't count.
Bad.
She's got nice teeth.
Yeah, she's hot and strong. What else does
Sick,
it pick?
dude.
I know. I'm pretty impressed. I would have clicked on this one if you guys weren't here. But I'm trying to act cool.
One better to be than myself.
Dude, when I do those, I fucking snag my shaft in the bar.
Those aren't meant for men.
Yeah, I don't do that shit anymore.
I'd have clicked on this one too.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. She has crazy eyelashes.
Hot take, open your mouth really wide makes you stronger.
Yeah, it does.
So I tell my wife. Fuck.
Oh.
Maybe what's going on here? For years I was an athlete who was never injured she got injured. Her best lifetime bench is 200 pounds. Yeah, that's crazy.
What did I say that was the gayest comment ever made, Graciano? I say some gay shit, dude.
Maybe Graciano can do the man's weight.
What was it? 315, 225, 185 or some shit?
Let me see. It was a 315 for the dead, 225 for the hang, and 135 for the front. I want to see someone do it just with 225 on the bar.
Oof.
Just all the way through.
Just
like
that would hurt, dude.
Like just 90 seconds of work. I did it with 65 pounds.
90 seconds? You think that's going to get done in 90 seconds?
I mean, I did it in 90 seconds with 65 pounds on the bar.
Brother.
I paused. I did four rounds of it.
225 not taking 90 seconds.
Oh, her eyelashes are so fabulous.
That shit ain't gay, dude. I was just appreciating her eyelashes.
If
I
you use
appreciate
the word
manicured nails too, bro.
If you use the word fabulous, it was gay.
I didn't say fabulous. I said she
I
had
don't
really
think-
nice eyelashes.
Yeah, that's what I think you said too. I'm just saying.
You're projecting, Graciano. You're acting kind of gay, dude. Kind of gay.
Some of these states are trying to take non-citizens off the voter list, and the Department of Justice is suing the states.
Why would they do that?
That's a great question. If Avera was here, he would explain it.
Damn, I'm disappointed.
Hanklings would take at least 3 minutes.
15 at 225. I could do 1 on a minute.
Could you do the whole thing on? You think you could do the whole thing unbroken with 135?
Yes. Yeah. Hand cleans would be tough. But I think
because of just grip?
Yeah. I'm a pussy with the hook grip. It hurts my thumbs.
You would use hook grip for the hand cleans?
Yeah, for sure. I got freaking shitty grippers. I need to get up on that Sentinel pull-up program.
DOJ tells 4 police fire departments that it's racist to expect employees to know basic math. The Biden-Harris Department of Justice has undertaken a slew of lawsuits against local police and fire departments alleging that it's racist to require hires entrusted with the public safety to know basic math. The lawsuits underline Kamala Harris's attempt to brand herself as a moderate in the final weeks of the presidential campaign, with the suits both suggesting a dim view of blacks by the administration and employing the theory of disparate impact. The radical theory that holds that anytime there are statistical racial disparities, racism must be the cause, even if no one can explain how. The radical theory holds that anytime there are statistical racial disparities, racism must be the cause, even if no one can explain how. Meaning, if blacks get more parking tickets, it's racism. If they do worse on a test, it's racism. On Friday, the Department of Justice Civil Rights Unit filed a lawsuit against. What did I say?
So I said that's part of the plan.
Oh, yeah. That is. Yep. Thank you. On Friday, the Department of Justice Civil Rights Unit filed a lawsuit against South Bend, Indiana, saying South Bend uses a written examination that discriminates against black applicants and a physical fitness test that discriminates against vagina applicants.
For what? The police department?
I guess for fire and police.
Yeah, dude. If you don't have a PT test for either of those jobs, your department's fucked. Your entire city's fucked, dude.
That goes back to the Dirty Harry thing.
Exactly. If you can't pass a test, if you can't pass a PT test, you should not be on the department. And if you can pass a PT test, but you can't do the academic stuff, you still shouldn't be on the fucking department. Dude, it's insane. If my wife can pass the PT test, the same PT test that the dudes take for the fire department, then you all should be able to do it too. And if you can't do it,
they're saying if a disproportionate number of men pass than women, it's sexist. They're basically saying that we're equal when we're not. They're making the presupposition that we're equal.
Some women can pass that PT test, and that's great. And they
but
should
we're
be
not
allowed
equal.
to.
But we're not equal.
Not the same. No.
Yeah.
That's ludicrous, dude.
But that being said, with the math test, we are cognitively. All people are cognitively equal.
Yeah,
it's not it's not your black skin that's making you fucking not be able to pass a math test. It has nothing to do with it.
It might make other people to put in a little more effort in the old think box up there, but
that was just one of the lawsuits which claims that tests are racist because blacks fail them at a higher percentage than whites and require cash rewards to be paid to those blacks who failed them. Most blacks generally pass the tests.
What?
And the lawsuits do not explain how the tests can be racist against only some blacks. Blacks who pass the test are excluded from financial payouts.
They're paying reparations to people who fail academic tests.
Yeah, so if you're a black dude and you pass the test, you don't get the payout. But if you fail the test, you get the payout. Talk about fucking what the fuck is going on this planet? This is the Department of Justice is enforcing this. Last week, Durham, North Carolina settled with the Department of Justice saying blacks fail the tests required to become a firefighter more often, and employers should identify and eliminate practices that have a disparate, what's that word? Disparate impact based on race, like disparity.
Yes.
It said that Durham Fire Department must pay nearly $1 million to people who fail the test and hire up to 16 of them.
Disparate, essentially different in kind, not allowing comparison. Things so unalike that there is no basis for comparison.
Well, the DOJ said the tests are not relevant to actually being a good firefighter, and online practice tests suggest that if it is directly relevant, that people could die if such firefighters were hired. One question asks, if a building is 350 feet away, how many 60-foot hoses would be needed? They're saying that's racist?
Brother, how many hoses are you going to need to get to a building that's 300 feet away? If you don't have enough hoses, people in that building are going to fucking die, and that building's going to get lost. That's insane to me, dude.
And so that's why when you ask if you see a fucking woman or a black dude at a job, it's perfectly okay to say that, hey, they weren't were they actually qualified because of this. That's why it's okay to say that, because they've already admitted in their hiring practices that qualifications aren't.
They're allowing for it to be okay to say that.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're not being selective in the process of hiring these people. Not every department, but a lot of departments are starting to do that, where they'll just hire people. They'll be like, "Oh, well, we have a quota," or "Hey, we have these 3 female applicants, and we're just going to hire all 3 of them, regardless of if they're capable or not." They wouldn't do that for a dude. You know how fucking qualified I am, and I applied for a fire department, and I didn't get picked up. They need to be selective.
Also, this month, the Department of Justice forced Maryland State Police to pay $2.75 million to women who were barred from being officers because they couldn't pass the physical fitness exams test. For example, the ability to run quickly, and blacks who couldn't pass a written test. The test that the DOJ says is racist is designed to ensure that cops are at least as smart as an elementary school student and can serve residents by, for example, adding up the total value of stolen property when the items were stolen at 400, 40, and 1,500, and 100.
Basic math, dude.
Wow.
Basic fucking math.
When police officers don't meet the basic standards are hired, they sometimes abuse members of the public, sometimes resulting in still more accusations of racism. If those members of the public are black. Last year, the media pointed to Memphis police allegedly repeatedly beating people as an example of police brutality, but it turned out that the police were all black and were hired despite not meeting the usual standards required for the position.
Wow, that's fucking crazy, dude. Who'd have thought?
After D.C. Mayor Marion Barry, who was arrested for smoking crack, made firehouses in the nation's capital a racial spoils program, firefighters repeatedly turned out to be gun-toting violent criminals. Wow. Dude, a fucking 77-year-old man had a heart attack in front of a fire station and begged for help, and none of the firefighters ran to his aid. It doesn't even... We live in wackadoodle world. It's not crazy. It's diversity, equity, and inclusion.
It's funny how people they'll feel bad for the people who don't pass tests or they get dropped from courses. You're like, "Oh, but they were such a good guy. I really liked them. They were cool." I don't give a fuck if you like them, and I don't even give a fuck if they were a cool guy. They couldn't pass the test.
Speaking of black,
you gave them a bunch of opportunities.
I didn't like it in Dexter when I really liked the guy, the cop that they got burned, the buff one.
Surprise, motherfucker.
What was his name? Boaz?
No.
That sucked. I was really hoping he'd be a character for a long time.
Dokes.
He was great.
Yeah, I like him too.
I mean, he was pissing me off how he was always on Dexter's ass. But what are you gonna do? Oh shit! I wish Avera was here for this. This one's good.
I'm an Arab Muslim who supports Israel. Let's see what people think about that.
So it says you support Israel. How so?
There are more than 53 Muslim countries. There are more than 63 Christian countries. There's only one Jewish country. So why would I not support the only Jewish country that exists?
just because Hamas has attacked whatever Israel is doing is okay. I think what Israel wants is to just remove Palestine from the global map.
Can you define genocide for me? What does genocide mean?
It's a planned killing of a community, of an ethnic culture.
Genocide actually means killing a large amount of people with intention to get rid of them. Do you think that's what Israel is doing?
Yeah.
Has Israel killed millions of Palestinians?
Yeah.
Millions of Palestinians.
Over time, since 1947, yes.
That's actually not true. Saudi Arabia and the Iranian regime have killed 500,000 Yemenis, people from my country, in the past 10 years. So if we're just going to play the numbers, then Saudi Arabia has committed genocide in Yemen. But you don't want to get rid of them, but you want to get rid of Israel.
I never not wanted them to have a country. I'm against Zionism.
What is Zionism? You know that you're a Zionist because you literally said that you believe that Jews should have a country. That's what Zionism means.
The situation can be resolved in a peaceful way.
But do you think you can negotiate with terrorists who literally try to kill all Jews?
I don't think that Israel's been trying hard enough.
They tried to negotiate the hostage deal with Hamas, but it didn't work out.
That hostage deal went sour when Israel let them take the hostages.
Israel didn't let them take the hostages.
No,
they just stole the hostages.
Would you let them take the hostages? That guy blamed Israel because they let them. Is that what Avera's saying? That was planned to let them take the hostages? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I might be onto something.
Probably.
Pat. Is Pat Lang in the audience? Pat.
Yeah, I think he's there.
Did Israel let them take the hostages? Or are they just incompetent like our team?
Be critical of the scale of civilian death and suffering in Gaza today?
When it comes to Hamas, which is what the Israeli government is trying to eradicate, they are the ones who are using Palestinians as human shield. And they are the ones who are responsible for the fact that so many people are dying. They're not going out and fighting. They are hiding under tunnels, and they're hiding in schools and mosques. And when Israel wants to get to them, eventually and tragically, a lot of people die. And people do not understand this complexity in this war. They push past it and just mention the numbers of people who died and call Israelis and Jews genocidal. Where were all of these protests when literally more Yemenis were killed every single year? It's specifically Israel that triggers people to go out on the street and condemn the war.
Yeah, you're right. There are humanitarian crises and tragedies the world over. They're attacking place for no reason. I feel like
for no reason. Was October 7th not a reason to defend themselves?
What happened October 7th?
Hamas, a terror organization.
While you were getting your earlobe pierced and your what's this little dongle called right here on your ear? This thing?
Tragus.
When you were getting your tragus pierced and your lip pierced, dude, you must have missed that October 7th.
And went into Israel, killed 1,200 Israelis and Jews, and kidnapped 200 Israelis and told the Israelis that we're not going to give you back your people.
There's no point in attacking a full group of people.
But what would you do if someone kidnapped your whole family and were hiding under tunnels? Wouldn't you try to attack them and get your family back? Or would you just sit back at home and just wait?
But
I'll go above and beyond for that person.
I think if the terrorist proxies, they don't give up and realize that they're losing the war that they're starting, then more Arabs and more Iranians and more Yemenis are going to die. And more Gazans, obviously.
I'm a teacher, so you made education is a way to end it up. I understand that Israel must defend itself. We're just praying for the best.
I don't know if it's anger or hatred, but there was certainly fear that I felt whenever I crossed paths with the Jew.
Why?
Because I thought they are judging me, because I thought they hate me.
I used to hate Jewish people. I denied the Holocaust until I met Jews. Have you ever met a Jew? Exactly. And I do think you should talk to Jewish people. You will be so surprised at how awesome they are.
I feel like Jews and Muslims have a lot in common.
Yes, they do.
So I just hope that this ends soon.
I hope that too. Yeah. It was lovely talking to you. Have a very beautiful day.
You too.
Facts for peace.
Wow.
Facts for peace. Pat's having a bath. I'll let him know you're talking to him. Oh, thank you. Oh, Israel did not let them take the hostages. Okay, fine. Never. Sorry, Vera. If you're not here, I defer to Pat for. Hi, Heidi. Good morning. How you doing? Did you get railed last night?
Someone, you're such a creep.
Just, what is it? Blink twice if you did, blink once if you didn't. There's nothing wrong with getting railed. I hate that. Do you think getting railed has negative connotation?
It's just the verbiage. It's just gross.
Sevon worships the highway patrol. Why are the highway patrol the assholes?
Because they have nothing better to do than pull people over for speeding.
Yeah, it's in my town, the sheriff are so much fucking cooler than the fucking highway patrol.
Yeah, I agree. Same here.
I love doing the railing. Yeah, it's cool, right?
It's pretty fun.
It's so fun.
It's a real good time.
I have this ledge around the outside of my bed, where I can actually like in the doggy style position, because I'm so little, I can get on it like a frog. Just hang out on the edge of the bed. It's great. I'd have to draw a picture for you. I'd have to show you. Maybe I'll post a picture of myself in that position on Instagram.
When you get pegged?
No.
Oh.
When I'm doing the railing.
Oh, you said
instead of standing on the ground and just doing it like you can do just doggy style on the bed where she's laying down, but you could also drag her to the edge of the bed and like have her standing on the ground and just have her bent over. But there's this other position where you can just get up onto the edge of the bed where I'm basically all compacted. I'm like this. I'm like this. I'm more like this. I'm like this little, so I can get a more explosive thrust.
Okay.
Sevon, make a donation to the $11.99 Foundation for license plate cover, and you'll stop getting pulled over. I donate to the local PD, and I put a sticker on me. I mean, I've only been pulled over twice in the last 5 years.
Wow, good job.
Yeah, a man about the angles. Yeah,
it matters, dude.
Anyway, how's Dave? He seems good. I think he seems good. He seems good. I talked to him yesterday. What did we talk about? What I really want is I want Tyson Bagent to go over the Miami Dolphins. Then Dave will be super into Tyson because he's a Miami Dolphins fan, and then we'll have more to talk about. Sevon uses a step stool. I have a really low bed.
You use a little bumper plate step onto.
Yeah. I heard something outside. Sevon, do you have a ceiling mirror? No. Jesus criminy. Hey, listen, the last thing I want to see is myself having sex.
You don't want to American Psycho that shit? Just fucking
no.
Flex it? No? Okay.
Sorry, I hate to do this to you guys. I really hate to do this to you guys.
Jesus, that's a forehead.
The mother of an NHS worker who died after she was subject to a horrific sexual assault while lying unconscious on a park bench said her family are celebrating the attacker's conviction. I doubt they're celebrating it.
Well.
In his defense, counsel argued that Miss Schotter may have been dead before his client discovered her on the bench. Evidence showed that Liddell overstimulated nerves on the back of Miss Schotter's throat, leading to a fatal cardiac arrest. The 35-year-old killer was convicted of rape and manslaughter at the Old Bailey. They said for the fucking jury they played a 15-minute video where he just put her in different positions and skull fucked her for 15 minutes and killed her.
Oh my God.
And they're saying that he was that she was unconscious when he got there. God, why is this so fucking big?
The Daily Mail is fucking horrible.
Anyway, that's it. I'm done with that story. Oh, there's the park bench. Oh, shit, now I can't read any of the writing.
Yeah, because there's like 10 words between every fucking picture.
Yeah, why do they do that? Shit, I lost the story. Anyway, don't fall asleep on a park bench in the UK.
Don't fall asleep in public.
For fuck's sake, I don't want to hear about this. Welcome to my world. That's what it's like. That's what it was like being raised in my house. Like there's always someone telling me what I can and can't talk about. You weren't allowed to fart at the dinner table at my house.
I farted 10 times since sitting here.
That's awesome. Not as funny as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to do any more athlete interviews ever again.
Ever? Not even Gabby McGowan?
Oh yeah, I would do Gabby. Thanks for
That's
fucking.
it, though.
Thanks for fucking up my story.
Sorry. You just never don't really care to do it, or what?
I was just thinking, why, like, let me tell you who's come on. So, Yella Hosta was on Kill Taylor.
Yep.
Gazan.
Yep.
Will Morad.
Yep.
Gabby.
Yeah.
Tudor.
Yeah.
And then you could also say Yona Koski was on, and James was on, James Sprague, and Dallin were on, just because they were in the background, right?
Victor Hoffer.
Ben Smith. We saw him. Victor Hoffer. The great, I'm going to put him at the very top, Colton Mertens.
Obviously.
I don't know if Hopper's ever been on.
Sure he has.
Hopper?
Yeah.
On Kill Taylor?
Oh, no.
I'm just talking about Kill Taylor. So, like, so that that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11 games athletes.
Yeah. It's pretty much all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, if they make for a good interview, they'll come on Kill Taylor. I mean, I got the two most important questions. I got the most important question out to Gabby. Or is she single? Tight, concise interview. Don't have to beat around the bush. Gazan. Yep, got the great Alex Gazan. Oh, yeah, I had Gazan on there. God, the last 3 shows we've done have been wild.
Yeah, they have, dude.
The 2 CrossFit Games update show and the Kill Taylor show were just completely just fucking scorch earth.
Unhinged.
Yeah.
What's really funny is my mom has Google alerts on for my name, apparently. And the first Google alert she ever got was yesterday for that Scorched Earth show we did.
Oi.
And I was like, you probably don't want to listen to that one.
Oh, you told her that?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, good. Have her listen to Tuesday's show. Tuesday's show is going to be amazing.
Yeah. I'm surprised we got him on.
I'm surprised anyone comes on.
No, I mean, like, I feel like he's a pretty busy guy. So I mean, it's pretty cool that we found some time to get him on. It's pretty exciting.
What did someone send me? Someone sent me this. Let me see if I can pull this up. Do you remember who John Woolley is?
Is that meme guy?
Yeah.
Sure. Barely.
Someone sent me this. I want to apologize in advance for all my friends who do Ask Me Anythings, just so you know, because I know some of you do it, and I don't judge you for it. Do them if you want to do them. God, I think people who do Ask Me Anythings are the biggest fucking tools It just screams douche canoe to me. Now, if I know you, like maybe I could cut you some leeway. Like Pedro did one the other day, and I really enjoyed it. And like I kind of understood it, right? Like I justified it for him. He was on a long plane ride back to Europe. He's fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wants to play with the audience. But God, I just think I think it just screams fucking douche. But anyway, so John says, ask me anything. And it says, someone asked him, seems like Sevon's show is losing steam. An athlete interviews, thoughts on why. But I did actually laugh at his response. His response is pretty amazing. I don't believe that's true, and I'd be shocked that a show sponsored by a company who makes penis enlargers wasn't crushing it.
Oh, shit.
It's
got a point.
Heidi Kroom, if you're my friend, I'll justify anything you do. If not, you're a douche. Correct. That's correct.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's correct.
Why is everybody spelling douche weird?
I just don't care. I just don't care. Like, I had a friend about a year ago, and we got into a pretty fucking big fight. And they're like, why do you, I said something about them. I said, well, you're just a fucking monster, dude. Like you're just a fucking monster. That's all I can say about you. And they're like, why would you have me as a friend if I'm a monster? I'm like, dude, I have lots of friends who are monsters.
Not a good monster?
No, I mean, just
a shitty monster.
Just, they're just monsters. It's like, I have friends who do bad things. I have friends who are mean. I have friends who are fucking act out of deep insecurity. I have friends who steal. I have friends who are ankle grabbers. You know what I mean? I have friends who are pleasers. I have all sorts of different friends. If you're a douche canoe who does like, I mean, I told you, I lost a friend in town because I said that all parents that fucking put masks on their kids are fucking losers. It's like, I don't want to lose your friendship because you're a loser.
It's not my fault you're a loser.
Yeah. Storm Williams, Joe Rogan's first sponsor was a Fleshlight.
There you go. We're killing it, baby.
List of pleasers, please.
To the moon.
My wife's a pleaser. My wife will do anything to make me happy.
She's probably the nicest woman I know.
Yeah, she'll do anything. I felt bad this morning because I texted her and I said, hey, can you bring me my sweatbands? And she brought me 4 different ones, and I know she was probably stressed out because she didn't bring me the ones I wanted. I felt bad for that. Yeah, I have friends who are cucks. I have friends who fucking love watching their wives get railed by other dudes. I have this one friend who wishes he was a cuck. You know what I mean? Like he likes the thought of it, but he doesn't want to. Like he doesn't want it. Like he loves his wife telling him about ex-boyfriends. That was one of the things P. Diddy was. One of the girls was saying he was obsessed. His assistant said he was obsessed with her, whatever dude she was banging at the time, his penis size. Dan Guerrero, send me the names of the wives. Anyway, someone sent me that this morning, and I was like, "Oh, they figured it out." I think since I would like to talk to Gabby. I would love to talk to Laura too. It's not that I don't want to talk to them. I'm lazy.
You're starting to talk to intellectuals.
Tuesday, Jay Bhattacharya is coming on. He is a PhD, MD. He's a professor at Stanford. It wouldn't be a stretch that many people think he's one of the smartest men alive. Great guy, nice guy, extremely intelligent. He was looking at the research that he was doing research with John Ioannidis in California at the beginning of the pandemic, and they were publishing their research. They had no bias. And for those of you who don't know, Ioannidis is the most published living scientist today and he refuses to do speaking engagements anywhere where they pay him or any for-profit companies. And these guys, and they work, I'm assuming they were both extremely liberal. They work in a fucking liberal haven. And Jay came out and was like, hey, this doesn't, the stats and the data that we're collecting shows that, you know, maybe he'll tell us specifically, but that COVID's been around a year before now. Like, we've had it around for over a year. And that we may already have herd immunity. This is like back in 2020. I'll have him explain it. Anyway, and it wasn't, he of course he was never used to any like harsh criticism like that. But anyway, the other day I heard Callie Means on the Joe Rogan podcast. I saw a short clip on somewhere the saying that he'd love to see Jay Bhattacharya be head of the CDC.
Wow.
What did he say? Someone asked, how'd you get Jay on? I know him and I have his phone number. Like, I know him. And he lives by me, but I just never, I don't know. You know what had happened is I tried to get him on the show like 2 years ago, and I think he's on a droid, and I text him and I said, hey Jay, I'd love to have you come on the show. And he said, yeah, I'll come on anytime you want someone. And I said, okay, cool. Then I started a text thread with Souza and him, and he wasn't getting the text because he's on a fucking droid. So then last week I texted him again with Souza on, or I texted him and I said, hey, I'm going to try to get you scheduled. And he said, sure. And I put Souza on. I put me and him and Souza on again. And because he's on a droid, for some reason, sometimes you can't do group chats with droid fuckers. So then I just asked Souza I said, hey, will you just deal with it directly and just drop me off the chat? And he said, sure. We got it. That's how it happened.
He's probably one of the only guys that could have, other than Greg, that I understood at that BSI event.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask. I was thinking more about just asking about his history. Can you imagine getting a PhD and being an MD? That's a lot of schooling.
Yeah. It's like that Navy SEAL who has a math, like a doctorate or he's a medical doctor and has like a PhD in math, and now he's an astronaut.
Wow. Well, hey, even Jimmy Watson.
Yeah.
He was like Marine Recon, then a fucking SEAL, or then a Blackwater operative, and then a fucking SEAL, and then the CEO of McAfee's company, and now a fucking influencer.
Yeah. Touch point.
All right. I'm having a birthday party for Avi today. I should go clean. I should go clean the house, pick dog poop up around the yard, shit like that.
I think the crash video that Rios made is going to be public soon, like right after this.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. If you guys want to see an amazing video, check it out. How did the crash video come out before NorCal and the games? Proximity bias.
Probably. I don't know. That crash video is insane, though. It's really cool.
Yeah,
you guys are going to like it.
I haven't talked to JR about it. He must be pretty embarrassed.
He probably won't watch it.
Oh, fair enough. Graziano, read Ionati's article from early March 2020. All right. Thank you guys for all the support. Hey, listen, if you really want to see something funny, Keeping It Real has a 2-part video series out, part 1 and part 2. It's fucking on the dark web. It's just for the cool kids. If you want to see some funny ass shit, you got to get a hold of part 1 and part 2. It is so fucking funny. They are not easy to get your hands on, but if you can get your hands on them, you got to see them. And the people who watch this show will absolutely love it because it's there's so much inside humor in it. It's fucking crazy. Did you see part 2?
Yes, I did.
It's like real. It's not even like a joke.
No.
It's like he just nailed it. I'm like, how does he know all that? I couldn't believe all the nuances and all the jokes that Grant knew. That was crazy, right?
Yeah, I don't know, man. He picked a thread, just pulled at it. Really.
I noticed you didn't like my video. Just like, holy shit, dude. How could that many people know that?
Must be pretty obvious.
Oh, by the way, if you're not following Dense Updates, you should too. Those are awesome. Good job. See, that's one of the things I follow. I watch her videos because she's pretty and I want to look at her. That's why I click on so it's like it's not fair. The world's not fair.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
She's
Like
not really that good at conveying information, or
no, they're always good, but like I don't start watching it because I'm like, I can't wait for her to see what she's gonna say. I see a hot blonde chick and I'm like, oh, let me click on this. And then I get downloaded with some information.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Like Megyn Kelly.
Who's that?
She's on Instagram too. She used to be, I think she used to be a anchor over at Fox News.
Okay.
I don't click on Tucker Carlson because he's good looking. I look at him and I either swipe by it or I'm more just curious who he has on the show.
Hmm.
Oh, Storm Williams, not fair but planned.
It's like that Aaron Wexler chick.
It's
not.
Say what? Who? What? Aaron? What?
Aaron Wexler.
Who's that?
The not lib take chick.
Is she hot?
Yeah, she's hot.
I can't even tell because I'm so old now. I can't even tell who's like really hot or not, or I just like youth. I just see people who are under 40 and I'm like, yep, you're still attractive. Oh, I don't know her. Oh shit. She looks like Lila.
Oh yeah, a little bit. Man,
From
maybe I have a type.
What is that chick's lips worked on?
I don't know. I can't tell. I'm really bad at that. I can tell fake boobs, but I can't tell fake lips.
Yeah, she looks like the chick who gets railed in Dexter. God, the fucking sister needs to eat a hamburger so fucking bad in Dexter. I find... Oh, let me see. Let's watch her.
538 going. And the main headlines that you're going to see everywhere is that...
I don't really care for her voice, to be honest.
On just anything being normal.
She's something happened to her face, too. Looks like her face has had some work, yeah. 90% of chicks are worked on. So I'm not gay. I was wondering why 90%. I was wondering just why more and more chicks are becoming unattractive to me who like, all right. Megyn Kelly was the one who Trump said had blood coming out of her wherever. Maplet, my chat gets pulled up more if I have boobs in my profile. You just say the word boobs, you're in.
True.
I would be so bummed if my wife got Botox.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want her injecting shit into her face. I don't want like anything. I don't want my wife putting. I only want my wife putting meat in her.
That's not yours.
Just could be dead meat. If it's living meat, it's my meat. I love it how they say start doing some preemptive Botox work. Oh God, don't get me started. All right, love you guys. I think we're doing a show tonight, an update show. We still have to do we still have to do North America West, I think. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Love you guys. Hug a cop today. Bye-bye.